Hello guys and greetings to all the seniors. I'm very glad and happy to share this video with you guys. I'm Arshad Ali, a private pilot in Johannesburg, South Africa. I'm currently training to become a commercial pilot. My journey till here was quite a struggle. Apart from the training, just to reach here was quite challenging. I had to face through a lot of things, but rather than counting on my difficulties, I would like to share what I learned from all these experiences. And I really believe it would work out, the things that I learned would work out in most of the struggles we suffer, we face. And I believe what works out is giving continuity to what you need to do. Like, if you study 1 hour a day, it's totally fine, but make sure you study 1 hour every single day. Well, there is a maneuver in our initial training which is called spin. It's kind of dangerous. I'd like to share a small clip of me doing that, and then I'll come back to you on that. So guys, that was spin. Like, we literally pull the aircraft until it has no lift left and it falls from the sky spinning. I guess that's why it's called spin. It was really difficult and dangerous, and it was really challenging to master. When I did it for the first time ever, I vomited in my flight. It was my second flight. Now, I could take rest maybe for a week and then come back to fly again. But by this time in life, I knew that anything that works is to give continuity to what you need to do. So I trained the next morning, and I used to fly 2 times a day, every day. And by the time I passed my flight test, it was a matter of only 2 months. From a guy who vomited in his second flight to a guy who set a record to finish in 2 months, it wasn't magic, not at all. It was just I did what I need to do without any excuses. I continued what I need to do. To bring it down to a very basic example, let's say you are at your home and you need to reach your school. In 15 minutes for the whole day, you need to be energetic and you need to reach fresh. Okay, and only option you have is a bicycle. I know some of you smarty pants would be thinking I'll have a motorbike, I'll take lift and whatnot. But I'm representing life, and life doesn't give you the best options. So the bicycle is all you have. Now you see, from your home to the school in 15 minutes in a good condition and be energetic for the whole day long, you need to manage something, right? You need to reach in 15 minutes also, and you need to look tidy. That means quality. Quality matters. So the only best way is to continuously paddle, isn't it? If you paddle a bit harder in the beginning and take a rest, you'll have to now paddle even harder to reach your destination, and you definitely are not going to be that fresh as much as you could be. And obviously you wasted energy also. So if you are to take from this story, let's say now your house is your present and your school is your board's exam, and that 15 minutes become, let's say, 30 days. So from your present to your board exams in 30 days, the best way would be to paddle continuously, to study continuously, isn't it? If you study harder in the beginning, take rest, you'll have to study even harder to reach to the exam, and definitely you're not gonna get that quality what you could get. Also, to pick up from this story is, if you have that 15 minutes, use it all. Let's say some of you paddle a bit harder and reach school in about 10-12 minutes. What did you save the time for? Nothing, not at all. You could use the whole time and be more energetic, you see. So if it's your exam, you have 3 hours, use the 3 hours, don't waste it. All I mean is, if you sit in there, even if you are finished by 2.5 hours, you will remember some good points which you could add on there. That could be a leading edge and get you a instead of a B+. And the other thing that goes very parallel with continuity is your attitude. Well, attitude is what takes you everywhere, and a positive attitude is welcomed everywhere. I've been working on positive attitude for quite a few years now, and I believe like positive attitude towards everything in my life helped me. It held me to keep moving continuously towards my dreams, surpassing all the negative thoughts, negative peoples, and all the struggles I had to go through. It was just the positive attitudes towards what I wanted to do. I kept continuing, surpassing all those negativities. Also, to finish my initial training in record time, I'm very much sure that my attitude helped towards it. From my instructors flying with me on their weekends to the deck staff who did my bookings with smile on their face. And at the end of the day, you yourself feel so good and motivated that you have done things, and you also have good relationship with everybody. So that's what it is. And the very last thing I would like to point out, which I feel important to point out to generation of you guys, is the influence of social media. I myself am very active on Instagram, and talking from that, as much as it is the open window to the world, it also narrows our thought. If you follow, let's say, scientist, an actor, business giant, whatever, you only see the positive aspect of their life. They only share the beautiful things they have done, the beautiful places they have been, which might narrow our thought, and we might fall for being them and at the end become nothing but unhappy. I guess so. Even in my days, I used to watch videos of other pilots flying, and until I got in their seat. Your life is in your hands, and you still have a lot of things to get done once you get safely on ground. It's just the video that looks beautiful. It doesn't show the effort you put in. And I'm also very thankful to social media, because back in my days, I had no one to guide me through, being this field of mine totally out of the box. Because you see, our society is so narrow-minded that most of us don't see any future else than in medical, engineering, or business. Choosing my field was a huge investment with quite a lot risk, if I'm to be honest. But I had no one to help me through it. I had no guidance towards it. But today I feel so glad and so thankful to social media that I have become someone who I myself wanted in my life. I've helped quite a few guys like you from all over, many from Birganj and quite a few from Kadambari as well. I'm very happy for that. And I also welcome you all, if you are interested, to get in touch with me. And the very last thing I would want to recall is, guys, the only thing that works out is continuity. The only key is continuity with a twist of attitude that unlocks everything. Trust me. I wish you all a very great future ahead. And thank you very much, Kadambari family, for this amazing, honorable opportunity to keep my words in front of all these great minds.